But what I am going to talk about, folks, that's right, aliens. Let's read. The UFO report details difficult to explain sightings, folks. These aren't just regular sightings. These are difficult to explain sightings. Says U.S. ex-intelligence director. Let's fucking go. U.S. military pilots and satellites have recorded a, quote, lot more UFO sightings than have been previously made public, John Ratcliffe says. Let's fucking get it, folks. Let's read this shit. This is from The Guardian. Let's check it out. U.S. military pilots and satellites have recorded a, quote, lot more, unquote, sightings of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, than have been made public, Donald Trump's former intelligence director, John Ratcliffe, said. Asked on Fox News about a forthcoming government report. In fact, we've got a video. Let's watch it. Just kidding. Let's click on the thing, because I have Guardian muted as a tab.
Actually, is a program that's been in place for a few years in terms of a task force that has been there under the National Defense Authorization Act. But as you correctly point out, Maria, there's now a report that will be issued by the Pentagon, by the Secretary of Defense and the Director of National Intelligence. I actually wanted to get this information out and declassified before I left office, but we weren't able to get it down into an unclassified format that we could talk about quickly enough. But frankly, there are a lot more sightings than have been made public. Some of those have been declassified. When we talk about sightings, we're talking about objects that have been seen by Navy or Air Force pilots or have been picked up by satellite imagery that frankly engage in actions that are difficult to explain, that movements that are hard to replicate, that we don't have the technology for, or traveling at speeds that exceed the sound barrier without a sonic boom. So in short, things that we are observing that are difficult to explain. And so, there's actually quite a few of those, and I think that information is being gathered and will be put out in a way that the American people can see.
Her face, she doesn't buy it at all. Look at this bitch. This bitch gets fucking split screened onto my goddamn display. She doesn't buy this at all. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck this bitch. Look
and
at her.
I think
She's
that information is being gathered and will be put out in a way that the American people can see. We always, when we see these things, Maria, we always look for a plausible explanation. Weather can cause disturbances, visual disturbances. Sometimes we wonder whether or not our adversaries have technologies that are a little bit further down the road than we thought or that we realized. But there are instances where we don't have good explanations for some of the things that we've seen. And, when that information becomes declassified, I'll be able to talk a little bit more about that.
Can you tell us where it was seen?
Real quick, I just want to say that I am announcing right now that I will be doing a Destroy All Humans playthrough on my channel. It's a video game where you're an alien and you infest a town in the 1950s. I will be playing that video game live on stream very shortly. And by very shortly, I mean maybe next week or something, whenever my brother leaves, because he's a cunt. But anyway, so I love aliens. Let's go back to the Guardian report. So let's go check this out, folks. UFO report must be published by early June, pursuant to a clause in a COVID relief and spending package signed by Trump before he left office. Ratcliffe served about 8 months as director, blah, blah, blah. We already know that. He went in there after the impeachment hoax. We always look for a plausible explanation, but they couldn't find one. Multiple sensors are picking up these things. They're unexplained phenomenon, and there's actually quite a few more out there that have been made public. So that's super cool, y'all. And yes, I believe in aliens. Do I believe UFOs are aliens? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But I do believe that aliens are here. I do believe that they've been on this planet in some capacity, probably before humans were involved, considering it was such a long time ago. I think it's pretty cool. There's also a thing where it's like, if you don't believe in that, who cares? It's no one's like got a report card grading you. It's like, do you believe in aliens? Yes, no. Who gives a shit? Like, just fucking believe in it, because why not? What do you lose if you believe in aliens? Nothing! What do you gain if you believe in aliens? A cool thing to talk about with your friends. It's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. So yes, I believe in aliens. And that's cool as hell, man. Hell yeah.